It is time for Nurture Real-Time Bitcoin and stock market forecast. Are we going to go down or are we going to go up now? Did we finally hit the bottom? Is that why Uncle BFM is finally doing another video on this, where he should be doing one every single day? He promised us, but he's not. The long answer is you should start buying stocks back now, and you should buy Bitcoin right now. Probably a lot of it. I would even do a nice 10x long on Bitcoin right now with a 1%. I'm not kidding you. A 1% stop loss. Just kill the deal, kill your long if you fall 1% from here. Mark the time on when this YouTube video got uploaded. Right now it's 8:50 p.m. Japan and Seoul time. So it's 50 minutes. Right now, do a long. Okay, that was a short answer as to whether I should long or are we going to go up or down. Let's go into the long answer as to why I think we just hit bottom. And why there's only a 1% margin of error. If anything drops more than 1%, I'm wrong. And you just go short. You just go the other direction. So simple. 1% condition. Why? Because we've had tariff threats for the last 8 years. Tariffs aren't a new thing in Trump's mind. Trump has been threatening tariff bigly for 8-9 years. Throughout the entire Biden presidency, Trump kept saying tariffs in his private conversations, in his public conversations. So that has been looming in the air as something that it was just like ambiguous, amorphous. No one had any. What does he mean by tariffs? Isn't that something you just do to countries that you're at war with, or what should he do? Hang on a second. And just yesterday, what did we get? We got the tariffs. That's hard to read, isn't it? Anyway, it says tariff schedule. We got the tariff schedule. Finally, we know exactly what he means. Everyone's arguing about, well, this is a stupid formula. He divided this by that, and then national deficit by, it's not actually the amount of tariffs that are, who cares? Who the F cares? Because now we at least have a real clear way to say, okay, this country is going to be cheaper than that country. And it's going to cost us this much to build a factory. Or we could just keep paying the extra 35%. It's just now there's no more uncertainty. The markets hate uncertainty. The markets hate unknowns. No one buys anything when there's like this huge question mark and a bunch of tiny little question marks popping up all over the place. Yeah, you'll probably make money except for this and maybe that, and if that happens. And markets hate uncertainty. And that uncertainty is now clarity. It's gone. Now you have a complete tariff schedule. Doesn't matter whether you like it, whether you think it's stupid, whether the formula is wrong. None of that matters. What matters is that businessmen, CEOs, and investors, hedge fund managers, 401k managers, BlackRock, can now finally look at the market and say, okay, I think it's worth it for us to build a factory in America. No, I think it's still worth it for us to keep paying China or Korea or Japan to manufacture something. And we'll just find other ways to lower prices, or we'll just add more value so that the higher price. So there's this clarity is what's good for the market. Once the clarity came in, it's like, hey, the other shoe dropped. Now we can start going long again. But that was yesterday, and we just had a massive, huge dump because the other shoe didn't quite dump yet, did it? What's my next card? Retaliatory tariffs. Everyone was expecting Trump to lay down tariffs. Okay, why wasn't anybody talking about retaliatory tariffs? Isn't that the next move? It's like, I'm white and I'm going to move my white pawn. Oh, geez, I guess it's clarity. It's all set. We should go long right now. There's no more uncertainty. Really? There's no more uncertainty when China hasn't retaliated yet? Which just happened. This was the second shoe dropping. That was the other foot. That was the other shoe. What do I have next on my list? I don't even know what I'm going to talk about next. So look at it this way. COVID, the worst possible thing in the world, COVID, caused the market to drop 35.6%. 35.6%. That was a tremendous buying opportunity. Absolutely tremendous buying opportunity. And right now, I have longs in right now, and it's going up, but I really need to be adding to my longs. That's why I told you to long at the beginning of this video. We had a 35.6% dump on COVID. where everyone was going to die. Literally, humanity was just going to die. Is humanity going to just implode and Ebola itself and melt faces off because of viruses and because of what respirator machines and stuff? No. Humanity is just going to try to build factories and try to be competitive. So on the tariff news and on the retaliatory tariffs from the very top last week, we only dropped 15.3%. That's actually enough. It's not as bad as the COVID mess. It's really not as bad. And it's workable. It's negotiable. 15% drop from the top is actually fair. It's super traumatic to Wall Street. And it's not as bad as when entire nations will have like 95% of the people drop dead from respiratory illnesses. So I looked at Bitcoin. And Bitcoin is actually holding up really well against the S&P 500. If Bitcoin holds up well against the S&P 500, Bitcoin is starting to try to become digital gold a little bit. So even if the SPX falls, even if the stocks fall more, Bitcoin would be a good place to do a 10x long. Like I told you at the very beginning of this video, I'm going to release these types of updates in my private community, and I'm going to charge $500 a month for now. And then next month it'll go up to $1,000 a month, because it turns out that the people that join my community aren't just small-time traders from India anymore. They're guys on Wall Street. They're actual fund managers with millions, hundreds of millions of dollars. I'm not going to charge you $50 a month. That's ridiculous. You're literally making millions of dollars off these types of signals without this much explanation, of course. So I'm going to start charging $500 a month, unless you get in now. So DM me on Twitter if you want to get in now. I haven't even figured out how much it's going to cost right